Which one? Guess it.
Walking to school in the morning.
That one.
Okay.
That one was, but even before that, the first thing we did for quite a
Oh,
while, for a couple of years at least,
yeah,
what we did
I know
first thing
what
in
you
the
mean.
morning, while you had your breakfast, we used to play Minecraft together in the sitting
Yeah,
room.
yeah, we did.
You used to play on the computer on the TV, and I used to
Hmm.
sit behind you with my laptop, and we used to play Minecraft with the realm that we both shared.
Hmm. Yeah,
And I
that's
used to
true.
really enjoy that. I used to really like that. It was a great way to start the day. And then we would walk to school together, you, me, and mommy.
Hmm.
And that was also great. It was only a
Yeah,
small walk. It was only a short 10-minute walk, but it
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
great. You'd be
Well, for
walking
me back
around
then,
in your lost in your world of Star Wars and shooting your clone troopers or what have you.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I was playing a new game every single day then, back then.
Yeah. That's another example of our routine that turned into tradition.
Yeah, it's true.
And
It's
now
true.
when I remember it not as a routine, but as the tradition of playing Minecraft and
Tradition.
walking to school.
Hmm. Well, walking to school kind of, it stopped when we moved further away, and I grew older, and I was like, guys,
Yeah,
I don't want to wake up at 6
yeah,
anymore to walk to school. Can I just take the
yeah,
train? Because it was better. Well,
yeah.
I
Just
took the train.
for all of you out there, the tradition I'm talking about, we're playing Minecraft and then walking to school. That's when we lived literally, 500 meters away from school, and it was a 5-minute walk.
Yeah,
After that, we moved further away. We moved 2.5 kilometers away from school, and we used to talk a long way around so we could walk the dogs. And that turned from a 10-minute walk to an hour and a half walk every morning.
yeah. Which I did for quite a while, but then when I got
You
old
did, yeah.
enough,
You did.
for me, it wasn't mostly, it wasn't the walking thing that turned me off. It was the waking up so early
Yeah.
that turned me off a bit.
Yeah, of
'Cause I
course.
was,
You eventually grew up. You were a teenager. You ended up in secondary school. Your friends started taking the train
yeah,
as well, so you ended up doing that. It was perfectly normal. What I remember, that second part of our tradition, the
hmm,
long walk. What I remember fondly is that that's where you and I started, and I guess you and mommy as well, started getting properly developing our relationship, because we used to talk a lot, not necessarily about deep stuff or anything,
hmm,
but we used to spend all that walk talking, and we used to talk a lot about your routine, about your friends, about what was going on in school.
yeah,
You'd ask me questions, you'd ask mommy questions, and that's what I remember fondly. Was It was the beginning of our bond as a father son that we still have to this day.
yeah,
And I love you, bro. I love you, man. Yeah. And I think that's great. I mean, we're laughing about it, but I think
hmm,
there's a lot of people out there that wish they had that kind of
yeah,
relationship with their
definitely,
with their
definitely.
child, and their with their parents or with their children.
Hmm.
And in our case, it happened pretty, I guess, by accident, really, because we had to walk to school. We had to
Yeah,
walk the dogs. Basically, the reason we walked to school is because we had to walk the dogs in the morning and give them their exercise. So might as well just walk to school. And I
yeah.
think that was just a great way to get together and have a little chat every morning.